boat. That's called a hot rod. These motors go back into the 40s and 50s. Very historic motors. Have a lot of old racers that like to fiddle with these. One group, the A-Bears. The A-Bears out of Louisiana. Freddie A-Bear. Rick Morris, Oklahoma City. He's a tinkerer. He loves to play around with these motors. And here we come. They're going to enter the chute probably at about 10. They can jump on it now. Flying start. That boat in the middle, he had him a good flyer earlier. Look at that. He's got these starts down. He's nailing them. All right, what we've got Dennis Cruz once again showing that What's Up Doc team how to start. He's taken us to school. He has nailed those starts. Unreal. On the outside there now in that orange helmet, that's Matthew Bowden. He's running a Mercury on the back of that boat. These are old, fairly hard to come by. Oh, look at Bowden. He wanted to come across there. He got a little bit loose, but it's a dead heat between Bowden and Miller for second. Cruz looks over his shoulder, sets up for the corner. Got a commanding lead. Once again, if you look, you can see the separation between Miller and Dennis, and it was a little bit less than that at the start, that Dennis was out on the lead on a flyer. Didn't feather the the throttle, was able to stay squeezing that throttle. And the gift is, all he's got to do is defend. Dictates the water, what Miller has to run on. He can move out, he can give him rough water, he can move down. Bowden takes a bath, crosses over Miller's wake back in third. Down the straightaway they come. Dennis looks over his shoulder again, sets up for the corner. Miller is coming hot, coming deep, coming fast. Doesn't have enough though. Looks like he will be able to handle Bowden. Miller holding it as tight as he can to the buoy. Look at Bowden leaning way out. Down the straightaway they come. Saved by Grace Racing. Dennis Cruz. Dr. Rick Miller, third. Our second, Matthew Bowden, third. I think we're educated. The crews, Saved by Grace Racing, have decided to hold school today on how to start. Wow. Now Rick has gone down and Braxton went down. A very tradition-rich racing family, Saved by Grace Racing, out of the Fort Worth, Texas area. Now then, we're going to move to E Echo Hydro. E Echo Hydro. Now we've got a problem with the starting buoy. Our jet ski driver is going to come in. Where's he going? No, Terry, we need you down here at the starting line. The outside starting buoy needs to be moved back and lined up. It's drifted. So they have a camera set up, and they will need to move this buoy closest to the bank at the starting line back to the proper position. As it is right now, the starting line is not configured properly. So there was some confusion. Our driver on the jet ski went to the first turn. He'll come back, and we'll get him here, and they'll move the buoy into the proper position. There you go. Gives me a second here to do another pitch for one of my buddies, old Jeff Ruth, up out of that Springdale, Rogers area, Arkansas. And he's got Jeff's Jerky. And if you haven't tried it, you're missing out. Like I said, last race, he sold out in the first day. So get over to the trailer, the yellow trailer with the red stripe on it. Plus, Jeff will tell you how easy it is to get involved in this great sport of boat racing. All right, looks like our rescue team is going to come in and pick the buoy up, and then they'll get it back into position. Gives us an opportunity to thank Stigler Fire Department. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. You bring great platforms. These barges, these pontoon boats that you have, wow, top flight. That Berkshire out there, beautiful boat. All right, now then.
Hey, there's shirts for $20, Stigler Showdown shirts at the Chamber of Commerce tent.
At the Chamber of Commerce tent, oh, I'm so sorry that I haven't brought this up. Please forgive me. Showdown shirts, $20 at the Chamber tent, $20. Get that shirt. Let them know. Oh, my gosh, there's Jeff Ruth on my shoulder. Are you sold out?
Nope, I got a few left.
He's got a few left, folks.
You can't hear anything down there. 106.5 radio.
Said they can't hear anything down there.
106.5 on the radio.
106.5 on the radio. Best bet. 106.5 on the FM dial. Having a little problem, they said, down in the Sandy Beach area to hear. Okay, here we go. Terry will bring that back to the position.
I'll give you one of these if you want. No, it's fine. I'm good. You know, I pay attention, so I down there people.
Test, test. Here we go. Can you hear me?
That's on the radio.
I'll take door number 3. What is behind door number 3? The freezer food plan with the upright Amana.
That's harder.
No. I want door number 2.
That's harder. Are you a spicy jerky guy? I like mild stuff. Hey, his mild is spicy too. He's the spicy jerky. All right, guys, you're in trouble because I'm telling you the mild is spicy. That's for the plugs. I got 2 bags of mild left, but I got some spicy still. So everybody came over and got.
We've got 2 bags of mild,
I got
2 bags of mild jerky left,
black, pink,
and we've got a few more bags of the hot. Plus, he's got his shirts for sale. Jeff's Jerky. Now then, Chamber of Commerce, the Showdown shirt, beautiful shirt. Get that shirt, wear it proud, wear it around town. Let your family know. Call Grandma, Grandpa. Get them out here tomorrow after church. We will not start until church is over. So after the noon hour, we will get started, but bring the family out. We'll run a shorter program tomorrow. All right, here we go. We're ready to go. 30 to the 3. 30 to the 3.
we're so afraid, so hot, just pushing everything. We don't want to be dead in the water, you know. I get it. Thank you, man. No problem. You rock, dude.
Echo Hydro, Echo Hydro. All right, folks, you can tell they're a little bit louder. That boat, that 21Z going into the turn on the bottom end is Alan Owen, our president. He's driving for, if I'm not mistaken, Dennis Burke out of Texas. This is E-Echo Hydro. Back in that burgundy boat, we remember him. That is Todd Stone, city councilman out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and his brother-in-law coming across. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. This is going to be fun. 30 seconds until the 1 minute countdown. I'll tell you, this is anybody's race right here. Let's see if Alan does that North 40 start. He nailed that earlier. We saw that, you know, if you remember back, I said, there goes Alan off out there into the North 40. Let's see if he does it again. He's entering that lower end right now, that first boat out there, the 21Z. White flag, 1 minute. He's going to have to circle around a little bit, way early. Yeah, he's way early. Might have to put it in park, take a break, pause for the cause. Way early. Now, we don't want to load them up. You know, these boats like to operate with that throttle squeezed all the way, and you get down in the lower RPMs, they can get loaded up. Now, Alan didn't have quite the flyer. Still way early. I wouldn't enter that chute before 10. They can come in and almost put it in park. They're going to have to stop at the line. Now, Stone is closer to being on time. Whoa, there we go. Definitely not a good example of a flying start, but Alan Owen was able to squeeze that throttle. Now watch Councilman Stone back in second. Let's see if he can close that gap. He'll push it hard into the lower end. Owen in the lead right now. Stone coming in hot. Stone Racing out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Into the corner they go. Oh, look at that boat get loose. Down the straightaway they come. Stone, Owen, Stone, Owen. Dead heat. I think Owen got him. Watch him in that corner. That Stone is pulling him. Stone took that inside corner. He maintained that speed. He didn't scrub. Owen went outside. It sounded like he might have scrubbed a little bit. He's coming hot into the corner, though. He's reeling him in. Into the corner they go. Allen stays on the throttle hard. Stone came back just a little. Good turn for both. Down the straightaway. White flag lap. Stone at the line. Owen is going to pick him up. This is going to be anybody's race. I can tell you right now. Pretty much throw a blanket over him. Watch Owen, you can see him closing through the spray. See that orange helmet coming to the corner. Stone taking it in hot. Who's going to keep it squeezed hard? Into the corner they go. Owen on the outside. Stone on the inside. Drag race. Stone. Owens. Stone. Owens. Stone. Stone at the line. Holy buckets. Holy buckets, Ray Rada. That's for you, brother. Man. Oh, my. Woo. We saw just about everything there. We saw how not to start. Wow. I mean, slow motion. Owen hit it with about 3 seconds to go, probably about 200 feet out, and got it right on the money. That was just what he needed. Stone wasn't going to give it up easily, though. Oh, here's a fun one. This is going to be exciting. This is our C mod. Hydro C. Charlie mod Hydro. Courtney Sanders, we've heard that name in the past. You could see her braided hair hanging out from underneath that helmet. You could always look out there and see Miss Courtney. She's piloting that Allen Owens Special. Another one here that sounds familiar. This is the 35-0 of Braxton Miller. Now, here's two that we have not seen, and they will bring a race. The X-Boat, X3, Thomas Schultz. Great to have you back, my friend. A racer from the past coming back. Good to have them out here, and they bring smoke. If Braxton's ready, we're ready. Let us know. So X3, Thomas Schultz, and here, 27V, Sal Esposito. We have not seen them out there. I saw them earlier in their practicing. I'll tell you this, they brought some smoke. Smoke meaning speed and racing terminology. And they're ready to lay some smoke down. And I can tell you who they're going to be running after. It's going to be Sanders and Miller. $30 to the 3. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. $30 to the 3. First of 3 heats that this class will run. There we go. The clock starts. I'll tell you what, this one's wide open. This is anybody's race right here, I predict. I saw that 27V running earlier today, and I turned around and I went, wow. And here he comes past the stand. Sal Esposito. Thomas Schultz next across the line. Courtney Sanders next across the line. You can see a little bit of that ponytail, but not like we used to. She is Employee of the Week. Now get this. Back home for a medical group that she works for, they nominated her and designated her Employee of the Week. Now, when they put it on Facebook, they said, we're sorry. We had to use a photograph that we had previously because our Employee of the Week is not here. She's absent. Where is she? Why, she's doing what all Employees of the Week do. She's out here boat racing, folks, all the way from Centray, Illinois. We'll put a shout out to the medical group. They've been a very kind group, a great group for her to work for and to take care of her dad, Sammy. Here we go. Look at that boat, that 27B. What is he doing? He got a lot of lift there. He's packing some air. We're coming up on 30 seconds until the white flag. Now then, we've got some changing conditions. We've got a new curve thrown at us. Can you feel this afternoon breeze? Okay, what's going to happen, it looks like to me, they're going to come down that back straightaway, and as they set up and go into the corner, they're going to catch a breeze off that beach with not a lot of places to block it. Could be a little dicey. Let's keep an eye on it. These are things that if you sit out here long enough like me that you figure out. May not be book smart, but I'm lake smart, racing smart. Here we go. 1 minute. 1 minute. All right, we can look way off out there. Schultz is sitting up way out there. Orange helmet, yellow boat. Next 3, yellow and purple. Miller, what's up, Doc? Wood color boat, black sides, 27V. Orange suit, orange helmet. He's kind of unknown. I know that these boys have brought some smoke. I watched them in practice, but are they good practice drivers and racers, or are they good racers? Let's see. Here they come into the chute. Down they come. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Miller on a flyer, but look at Schultz. Look at Schultz on the outside. Schultz bringing it hot. Miller still with the lead, but look at Schultz on the outside. Watch that orange helmet through the spray. Down the back straightaway they go. That's what I thought, folks. That's the X factor. Schultz, he came to race. He's saying, Miller, you might have nailed that start, but I'm going to come get you and pick you off the hard way on the outside. Miller tight to the buoy. Schultz on the outside. To the starting line they come. Miller on the inside. Schultz is going to pull him at the line. Schultz pulls him at the line. Wow. Wow, I could see that coming. You know what? The 27V seemed a lot faster in warm-ups, but the X factor, definitely the X factor. Schultz. Look at him as they go through the corner. Here they come to the line. All right, money lap. Schultz is stretching that lead out. He's putting an education on here also. Wow, Miller looking back. Checking that motor. Want to make for sure that he's floating or having water pass through it. Doesn't take much for these to overheat. They burned one up yesterday in practice. In the meantime, out in the lead, Schultz Academy. The Academy of how to pick them off and pass them on the outside the hard way and bring home a victory. Schultz bringing it to the line. Schultz stretching that lead out further. X Factor, Thomas Schultz. Welcome back, buddy. Miller, what's up, Doc? Second. Courtney, Employee of the Week, Sanders. And rounding out the field, Sal Esposito. That's a pretty boat in the water. I like that. All right, we're going to go back. We're going to run our second rodeo with our B as in boy hydro. I think some of these other racers said, hey, Millers, it's not Miller time. It's X Factor time. It's Saved by Grace time. They came to race. They said, hang on. We're saving the best for last. But they've done a great job of starting. It seems to be the theme right now as we go through this flight. Nail the start, win the race. Lift coming through the chute like NASCAR, you go backwards. It's like putting an anchor out. Isn't this weather beautiful? Wow. Might have to go over to the swim beach later tonight and do some moonlight swimming to the supermoon. All right. Our referee has the horn getting ready to sound it. There it goes. It's in the air and it started. And look at that flagman. Wow, he gets that flag up there in the air. Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey, Rusty, you did a good job of training this boy. Redneck Boat Guy over there, YouTube channel. He's smiling. All right, that first one coming out, 18T, is Matthew Bowden. Matthew coming out of the state of Texas. That's a family also that has come back to racing over the last season and a half. It's great to have the Bowdens back on the water with us. Well, here's a familiar one, Saved by Grace. T for Texas, T62, give him a wave. Dennis Cruz. And we should have coming out up by the dam, Dr. Rick Miller. If you haven't had the opportunity, go over and introduce yourself to Dr. Rick. Have him smile. That guy absolutely has the most perfect teeth you've ever seen in your life. Great dental practice. Those of you all that have, like I say, summer teeth, some are there, some aren't, go see Dr. Rick. He'll take care of you. He'll give you that smile that you can see from a mile. Grove Dental Associates. Coming up on the 1 minute. This is Heat 2. We run 3 heats, so this will be Heat 2 for this class. So counting this race, 6 more heats of racing. All right, I'd imagine that Miller pit did some adjusting. They've got a different motor. They've even put a different motor on. You talking about quick change. He's pulled out another motor. Evidently, he didn't like what was going on with that other motor. We'd had really good luck with that other motor. I say we. I drive the motor coach for What's Up Doc as we travel across the United States over 20 to 25,000 miles a year. We've got 18 days off, and then we leave for the month of August. Depew, Illinois, Wakefield, Michigan, Centralia, Illinois, Katanning, Pennsylvania. That's just the month of August. All right, now they're in the chute. They're squeezing the throttle. They're on their knees. They got the throttle in their left hand. Kneel and pray. 3, 2, 1. Wow, on the money, Bowden. Wow. Bowden nailed that start. Oh, my gosh. All right, down the back straightaway they go. Look at that. Throw a blanket over them. It's that little high rod running against that Mercury. That high rod probably about 40 years old easily. Around the corner they come. Miller keeps it hot, runs it deep, pushes Bowden out. Bowden's having to eat his spray. Bowden does a crossover, coming underneath, trying to come underneath him. Miller to the line. Bowden second. Dennis Cruz first. Now then, great example. What happened? Nail the start. Where's it get you? In the lead. What did Cruz do the last race? He nailed the start. Look where he sits now. I think that Miller team, though, put another motor on as well. This boat seems a little quicker. Here they come into the corner, coming to the money lap. Are they going to put a Miller boat back out on the pedestal? Miller, lap 2, Miller. Bowden, second. Saved by Grace Racing, Dennis Cruz. Last lap, Miller looks over his shoulder. Bowden leaning down in that boat, squeezing that throttle, giving it everything he can. He's saying, come on, Rick, have a hiccup. Let me get up there and race with you. Miller saying, no way. If he was racing his mother, he would beat her this bad. These boys are competitive. Down the straightaway they come. We ask, what is it? Why, it's Miller time. What's Up Doc Racing? Second place, Bowden. Third place, Saved by Grace. We will see these boats one more time. So, next up, E-Echo Hydro. E-Echo Hydro. Let's see if these guys can get this start. Let's see if they can nail this start this time. If you remember, they came in there pretty slow. They were scrubbing speed like crazy.
You good? You want some music?
Everybody, let's give John Ruff a hand. He's doing a great job. I think he's doing a great job. He got me at the edge of my seat, literally. And he sits on the edge of his seat as well during these races. Very tense, very intense racing out there. Some of these neck and neck turns, seeing him come around, that's so cool. Don't forget, get your Stigler Showdown t-shirt over at the Chamber of Commerce tent. $20, you can get your shirt. And there's also some cool beef jerky shirts over there from my new friend Jeff. Jeff's Jerky. And brought to you this weekend, all this music, thanks to Silent Steve and his church, the Eastwood Assembly of God, for bringing us this sound system out here to help promote everything in town. 30 to the 3, we're going to mute down here and get ready for the race, everybody. So hang in there. Thank you for coming to the 2023 Stigler Showdown.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, thank you. There we go. That's what we want to hear. This is E-Echo Hydro, Echo Hydro. Coming off the beach, Alan Owen driving for Dennis Burke and Gardner Miller from out of Texas. It's great to have their boats back on the water. We miss having them out here. You heard me talk earlier, John Matthews. I told you to look up Hot Pits on Facebook. Just type that in and it'll tell you the rest of the title. But normally we would see John Matthews in this boat, but he had back surgery. John is Alan Owen, our president's son-in-law, married to Bailey. They've got a beautiful new daughter named Sailor, 1 year old now, 1 year, 1 month. They've been on a family vacation down at Gulf Shores. Now they've come up, Alan has, to race with us. We're certainly looking forward to having John back out on the circuit, piloting this boat that his father-in-law is taking care of and doing a really good job of. Except for starting that first race. That's Ed Dawson driving the Miss Vicky Special. We said it earlier, that's not his girlfriend's name, that's his wife's name. She's the crew chief. I'll tell you what, she's hard on him. She puts a lot of pressure on him. Next across the line, City Councilman Todd Stone out of Oklahoma City, Ed Dawson's brother-in-law. Wow. 1 minute, here we are, 1 minute. We're on the white flag, 1 minute. What a beautiful day. I mean, this is just, this water, picture perfect. Scenery, picture perfect. Picture this. Do what? Now we've got this dandy. He lives up in Ohio complaining about the heat. Folks, we'll tell him how hot it is. That was last year. 114 heat index every day we were here. This is beautiful. This is Chamber of Commerce weather. Here they come into the chute. Down the straightaway they come. Dawson's trying to nail it. He's going to jump. Dawson jumps. Owen on the money. Red boat. We'll call it as it is on the water. That was pretty easy to see. He jumped the start. That's our first jumper of the day, folks, right there. Now look at that boat back in second. He got up in the air. Something happened. That boat became unsettled that allowed Stone to come up next to him. Now he's back on it. But that boat, I don't know if he bounced his hand off the throttle. I'll ask him this evening. Something happened. That boat hopped. Now this boat, he's out for a Saturday afternoon drive. He started too early. This is the race. Stone, Owens. Watch Owens go around that corner. Owens is going to pick him up going down that back straightaway if he can, but Stone says, no, I have the fast prop, not my brother-in-law. Oh, no. Yep, there's something wrong. He's loading up right coming out of that corner. Looks like he loaded up coming out of that first turn, and that is Alan Owen loading up. Then he gets it going again. Here's our first place boat. Stone. Second place, Owen. Now listen to this boat as he goes through the corner. I don't know if it's loading up or what. Here we come. See if he can keep it going. Okay, there. He was able to stay on it. Now he'll close that gap up to that first place boat. He's charging hard into the corner. Did Stone rest a little bit too much? Owen's bringing it in there. Now this boat is out there. He's DQ'd. He jumped the start. This is the race back here in the back. Here they come to the line. Look at this. Stone, Owens, Stone at the line. I don't know what happened to Alan's boat, but I think it loaded up or something. Or if he bounced back there on the straightaway and his hand came off the throttle and then he was able to grab the grip again. But it seemed back in that, coming out of that turn one, 2 laps, he lost power. That third time, he was able to stay on it, and he closed that gap almost at the end. Wow. That was fun. All right. Second heat. C, Mod, Hydro. V25, Courtney Sanders. 35-0, Braxton Miller. Here it is. Let's see if this X Factor, let's see if he is the X Factor. He nailed that start, nailed it. X3, Thomas Schultz. And the 27V of Sal Esposito. I guarantee you, I'll bet you money that Sal went in and did something to that boat, because I saw it earlier today and it was laying down some smoke. So let's see. We've got 4 boats scheduled. Schultz took the first, Miller second, Sanders third, Esposito fourth. See if we can have some role reversal. I think somebody that we have not recognized, it's our help at the scorer's table. Our head scorekeeper, Andrea. Ready to go? 30 to the 3? All right. Thank you. Thank you for all the work that you do. Harley, thank you for running the clock and whoever's running the video. Russ, thank you for waving that flag. You wave it just like you wave that American flag, and that's big. Yes, sir. Just ask that daddy of his. He's a proud American. I guarantee it. God bless America. God bless this right and this privilege that we have to come out here and race. I'll tell you what, I travel across America and I get into some pretty shaky places when it comes to politics. This is home, folks. This is home. This is home. All right. I've been told I'm not supposed to talk politics, so what can I talk? How about some boat racing? Let's see who can nail that start. That little yellow boat with the orange suit, that X Factor, that thing just looks like a dart. It looks fast sitting still. It's coming up on 1 minute. Coming up on 1 minute. Here we come. Here we go. In Sal Esposito, 27V. Thomas Schultz, the winner of the first heat, X3. Employee of the week, Courtney Sanders. Yeah, this looks kind of ominous. Let's look down here on that North 40. That yellow boat, I don't know what he's doing. Oh, I see what he's doing. Is he gonna make a run on the clock? No. Was he just kind of playing with us, making us think that there was something wrong with that motor? Yep. Is there somebody up there that wants to get his position? Yep. Are they going to? Gonna be hard. I'm talking about Braxton Miller. He's got a bad taste in his mouth, courtesy of the X Factor. Love it. If I'm not mistaken, Rick Miller had some pretty good racing at one time with that Thomas Schultz. I think I've heard some pretty good deck-to-deck stories where they'd get out there and they'd trade paint. There we go. Watch Miller. He's going to come on a flyer, I can tell you right now. Miller's taking that inside line. Miller's got it right now. He's won the race right there, folks. Over. Although Schultz, look at him. He rides across his wake. There they go. Oh, look, here comes that rocket ship, though. No. Miller was a gentleman. He didn't squeeze down on him. He let Schultz have that inside. That was called nice driving. I don't know, but he gave him that inside line. This course has kind of a little kick in it, and it looked like Schultz was going to go to the inside of the first turn buoy, and Braxton moved out so that he could make it. This is good. This is what we like to see. Let's win it out there racing heads up. There we go. And that's Miller. Miller at the line. Schultz trying to hold that inside. Now Miller's still giving him that inside line. He says, if you want to run it, let's see if you can hold the speed. And I think he had something on him because he's getting that boy to scrub speed in the corner there. Now let's watch him, see who controls it. Here's overlap. Once he gets over, now he's got the position, the inside boat does, so he controls it now. He can push Miller out. Down the line they come. It's going to be, not Esposito, but it's going to be Schultz at the line for end of lap number 2 with Miller on the outside. Watch Miller. Let's see if he'll drop down here and now do a hard lift. Cross over his wake. There he goes. Here he comes. I don't think he's got it. I think Schultz has got the smoke right now. Watch him down that straightaway. Schultz looks over his shoulder. He says, dang, I'm getting pretty good at this. I like being out in front. Giving that, what's up, Doc, some water to drive. Not smooth. Here they come. Miller in second, but in first, piloting that X boat. X3, 2 for 2, Thomas Schultz. Miller, second, 2 for 2. Sanders, third, second, third. And Esposito coming around the horn, racing it home. Gonna bring it home. Sal Esposito for fourth. Okay, now we're going to move back to 3 races left. 3 races until party time. Get that party train going. I know we're going to have some hungry drivers. Get to your local restaurants. We're going to come in and buy them out. Funny story, last year we went into, is it Sherry's or Shelley's? Shelley's. And one of our guys ordered a chicken fried steak, and they said, "We're sorry, sir, we're out of it." Well, about 10 minutes later, out came a chicken fried steak going to the table next to us, and we all looked over, and they had ordered after us. Oh, man, that was fun. They found a chicken fried steak hiding someplace. It was fun, though. Oh, that's bad. Matt says the chicken hide steak. Oh, wow. This is getting deep. All right. B as in boy, hydro. This is going to be your final rodeo today. $30 to the 3. There we go. That's what I wanted to hear. 30 to the 3. Well, I don't know about you, but I definitely have had some fun today, and I've even saved my voice. Those of you all that follow or know, most usually I get to the end of the day, and I'm on my knees. But I haven't been walking and doing the things I normally do. I've been rather tame. Still dancing in my seat. All right, coming out right now, 18T, driving for Team Texas, Matthew Bowden, part of that Bowden Racing family. Next across, Saved by Grace Racing, Fort Worth, Texas. Dennis Cruz. And then coming out down by the dam, down by turn 1, will be Dr. Rick Miller for Grove Dental Associates. What's Up Doc Racing. Our team was actually named What's Up Doc Racing back in about 1953. Interesting story. If y'all ever want to hear about it, come see me. I'll tell you, it's kind of one of those neat stories. Before either one of the Millers became dentists, the team was named What's Up Doc. So how fitting. Rick being a dentist, Leonard, his dad, being a dentist. I raced against his dad back in the late 60s. Leonard Miller, a legend in his own mind. Oh, I'm sorry. He's going to kick me. Coming up, white flag. Let's see if Cruz can keep that starting lesson going. Wow. Miller takes another look at the clock, sees that he's got 40 seconds. He's got a position out there on the course that he would like to be at 30, at 20, and at 10. Pretty much probably hitting his 30-second mark right about now. Okay. Looking good. Now look at Bowden. He's going out there. Alan Owen took him to school. He said, get out here on this North 40. It's fast water. Get up by the swim beach, wave at them. Start squeezing the throttle, lay it down right now, and you've got the start. And it looks like that's what he did. He's on an absolute flyer. You could see that from a mile away. Isn't that something? That young man nailed that start. He put a schooling on them, and you could see it when he was out there in the North 40. Wow. What a start. A scalding. That's a good little motor he's got on the back of that boat also. It's going to be hard for them to reel him in. With Dennis, the boat in second place, having been putting a starting exhibition on, he absolutely was schooled up right there by that young man, Matthew Bowden. Lap 1. Wow. You know, that's fun to watch. You know, some people will say, wow, I mean, you know, how can you keep it exciting? Well, out there on the water right now are 3 boats competing for overall points. Uh-oh. We got Bowden goes down out in the lead. What happened? Oh, my gosh. How quickly it changes. All right, now you're going to see it for the first time. We've got a blue flag with a yellow stripe. That lets the drivers know that there is an obstacle on the course. We're on the white flag lap. We still are good to go. They feel that the driver is out of harm's way. Flag being waved, the drivers see that, pick that up. They also know that he's standing up in the boat. They'll go wide. All right, this is the last lap. Here's the race. Miller bringing it hot into the corner on Cruz. Cruz setting up for the corner, looks over his shoulder. Miller's right there. Miller hard on it, turning it hard, eating the water. Here he comes to the line. Saved by grace. Dennis Cruz. What's up, Doc, in second? And how fast things can change. Matthew absolutely nailed that start. He'll replay that start in his head over and over. He'll talk about it. He wants to replicate it every time he races. If he could take a pill and swallow that pill and it gave him that start, he would do it. That was absolutely perfect. I'm sorry to see the boat go down. I think he wore it out, though, running it this weekend out here practicing. Yeah. All right, Echo Hydro. This will be your third and final call to the water. Echo Hydro. Ed Dawson, Todd Stone, and Alan Owen. All aboard the Stigler Showdown train. Here it comes. Crank it up, Matt. Woo, yeah. Get up and dance, folks. Let's go. Get that blood flowing. Yeah. Stigler Showdown train. None other than Vernon Barfield at the start-finish line. Vernon, we need you in a boat, buddy. Two more heats of racing, and we're going to get on that party train. Yeah. Stigler Showdown, get on board. Call your neighbors, call your grandma, call your grandpa, get them out here. We're going to have some fun tomorrow. We just set the stage today. We're going to save the best for last. Come see us. I'm not going to say any more. You just got to come out. There he is, the myth, the legend, Vernon Barfield. Getting down. 30 to the 3. 30 to the 3. All right, Matt. 30 to the 3.